Christmas Nisse by Nielsen. Chapter 11, Cards. There was an envelope bearing his name lying on the kitchen table when Bruno got home from school. It was handwritten, not typed, in old-fashioned writing, so he quickly guessed who it was from. He wondered what was inside, so he took the envelope up to his room and sat down on his bed. Out of the corner of his eye, he spied Annalise munching on a biscuit. "What is it you have?" she asked, with her mouth half full. "A letter from you," said Bruno. "No, Pete, nothing to do with me. I have way of writing things about English Christmas in my book." "But if the letter isn't from you, then who is it from? No one ever sends me letters. We get emails sometimes from family, but not letters." Annalise explained to Bruno that she loved getting post. She thought it was more fun than silly modern emails and texts. She didn't understand why people now like these phones they always carry. Why didn't they just use bananas that glow? That's what Annalise and her family did. Bruno didn't quite understand, but nodded anyway. "It's always exciting to find out what is inside a letter," she said. "Something you can hold, not just on a screen. Now, there is only one way to find out who it is from," she said before stuffing a small piece of biscuit in her mouth. Oh. Bruno tore open the envelope excitedly. It was a card. It had a picture of an old village covered in snow with some children playing in the snow. He realised it must be a Christmas card, but he never normally got Christmas cards. Sometimes at school, children gave each other cards, but he wasn't usually sent one in the post. The family got sent cards, but he'd never before had a card sent to just him. It made him feel special and gave him a warm, glowing feeling inside. He opened the card. It wasn't easy to read as the handwriting was all curly. He concentrated hard and managed to guess some of the words that he wasn't sure about. "What say it? What say it?" Annalise cried out excitedly. "I'm pretty sure it says, 'Dear Bruno, have a wonderful Christmas and a very happy New Year. Perhaps I will see more of you next year. Thinking of you, lots of love, Grandma.'" "This lovely," smiled Annalise. "She like you much and want to spend more time with you." "It's always fun at Grandma's. She gives me loads of sweets and we play games. It's ages since we went there though. Maybe I'll ask Mum if we can see her soon." "That sounds a good idea. You can good like getting card?" "Yeah, it's nice to have a card that's just for you. I'd forgotten about how fun it was when we got to go to Grandma's." "Maybe she'd like to hear from you." "Well, we could text her, I suppose." "Or," suggested Annalise, "what do you think she like even more?" "Of course," said Bruno. "I could send her a Christmas card." "I think she like very much." Annalise was pleased with Bruno's idea. And so Bruno made a card for his grandma. He found a piece of card and his crayons and drew a picture of a stripy stocking with small presents coming out of the top. When he showed it to Annalise, she looked puzzled. It's very nice, Mr. Bruno, but why have you drawn a picture of a smelly sock? Not very Christmassy." "It's a stocking, not a sock." "A stocking? What is that?" "Oh, it's kind of a long sock. You hang it up on Christmas Eve, and in the morning, Santa's filled it with small presents and sometimes a piece of fruit like a satsuma or usually a coin. I got £1 last year." "This Christmas tradition?" "Yes, of course. Don't you hang up a stocking?" asked Bruno. "I not have before, but think I will this year," said Annalise. "Sounds a great idea. I approve muchly." Bruno wrote a message in the card to his grandma and signed it. When he handed it to his mum to send it for him, she was surprised that he had done it, but really pleased. "Well done, Bruno. That was really kind thing of you to do," his mum told him. Bruno spent the evening making cards for his mum, dad, and some of his friends at school. Annalisa helped out with a few suggestions for drawings. It was much easier for her to make cards. She just closed her eyes and spelled out the letters C-A-R-D. As Bruno made the cards, he thought about how good it felt to get a card and how happy people would be to get a card from him. Bruno switched out the lights as he settled under the duvet. "Psst, Bruno," Annalisa whispered. "What?" he whispered back. "Know you about Santa Lucia?" "Is that who Santa's married to?" "No, silly. Santa Lucia is from many years ago. I tell you about her all tomorrow."
Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse